What if Nvidia's AI chip dominance isn't as untouchable as it looks? A new player is showing up with specs that could seriously challenge the first mover advantage Nvidia has enjoyed for years. Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek, where science meets investments, and I'm your host Raj. Today I want to dive deep into something that's been on my radar. The idea that Nvidia's first mover advantage in AI chips, especially GPUs, might be facing real early challenge. Nvidia has dominated the years with CUDA and their GPU ecosystem powering almost all AI training and inference, but things are shifting slightly, and Alibaba's latest moves with their own AI chips really spotlight these changes. First off, let's set the stage. Being first in AI hardware like Nvidia gives you a huge advantage. You get ecosystem lock-in, software frameworks, development mindshare, and market dominance. We call that a moat. That's why CUDA became almost a universal standard for AI workloads. But history shows these first mover advantages don't last forever. Innovations, geopolitical shifts, regulatory environments, or tech breakthroughs by competitors can erode that edge progressively. Enter Alibaba. They have developed their own AI chip known as Pingtouge or T-head. This isn't just a concept. They landed a major customer in China, China Unicom, for deploying these chips into data centers within China. That's big. Not only is this a domestic push for AI hardware, it signals China's strong intent to reduce reliance on foreign tech, especially given export restrictions on Nvidia's top GPUs. You will hear these called AI chips instead of GPUs. That's because they are specialized accelerators designed specifically for AI inference workloads. The task of running AI models efficiently rather than training them from scratch. Nvidia's GPU handle both training and inference, but these AI chips in China focus on optimizing inference, often with better efficiency and cost for those specific tasks. However, here's the clever part of the Alibaba chip. This is what I gathered from my reading. Alibaba chip runs Nvidia's CUDA software stack, so developers can run AI applications that were originally built for Nvidia GPUs without having to rewrite code. This compatibility is a massive advantage in my opinion because it lets Alibaba plug into the existing AI software ecosystem without starting from zero. And this is very crucial. This approach has a vulnerability. If Nvidia updates or refreshes CUDA with new features or architectural changes, Alibaba's chip might lag behind or struggle to support the latest CUDA capabilities immediately. So, while it is a smart short-term strategy, keeping pace with Nvidia will require constant adaptation. And I think probably Alibaba might be working on its own parallel system, which is compatible to Nvidia, but they have their own source code so that they can then branch out from there and maintain their competitive advantage. Friends, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, please hit the like button. It helps other investors like you to find this information. And I'm putting a lot of efforts trying to improve our content out here. Your support will definitely help. That said, now let's talk about performance because that's what everyone wants to know. How does Alibaba's chip stack up against Nvidia's flagship GPUs? Alibaba's Pingtouge AI chip is no slouch. It packs 96 GB of high bandwidth memory, which actually surpasses Nvidia's A800 chips, 80 GB, and matches the H20 chip's capability. So Nvidia's China market-focused GPU is almost comparable to H20. It supports PCIe 5.0 into 16 on par with Nvidia's newest cards and has super fast interconnect bandwidth around 700 GBs. Better than some Nvidia models, but slightly behind the top H20's 900 GB per second. The power draw is about 400 watts, which is similar to Nvidia's A800, but more efficient than H20's 550 watts. And in terms of raw compute power, it delivers up to 120 teraflops, which is competitive with Nvidia's H800 series, the export compliant variant related to the H100. But it doesn't quite reach the elite performance levels of Nvidia's flagship H100 or the latest Blackwell generation GPUs as yet. But it's a beginning. So what does this mean? Alibaba's chip is very credible, high-end inference accelerator and can hold its own in several important specs. But Nvidia still leads at the absolute top end, especially for full AI workloads, AI training workloads. And Alibaba is carving out a strong niche, especially for the China market. But globally, Nvidia remains ahead for now. But if Alibaba were to create a branch off from this point and get more customers within China, then it can head out for the international market. And similar to what they did with BYD for Tesla, they could try to have a second-tier market in which they can start growing and start to ramp up their presence. This chip is positioned as an inference accelerator, but Chinese sources hint Alibaba is pushing these chips into some lighter training roles internally, even as full-scale AI training still largely depends on Nvidia hardware. Plus, these chips are locally manufactured with specs on memory and bandwidth rivaling Nvidia's offerings for China, showing that the tech gap is closing. I still need to find out how they are getting into the silicon designing and manufacturing process, where there is a lot of sanctions in place of what will be available to China. So I'm doing some more work on that. If any of you have any information, please put that in the comment section. PR-wise, the Chinese government is strongly backing this domestic AI chip push. There is even pressure on major tech companies in China to prioritize homegrown chips, reflecting a strategic policy to build semiconductor self-reliance. So here's my takeaway. Nvidia's first mover advantage around CUDA and GPU powering AI isn't going away tomorrow, but it's definitely under challenge. Alibaba's AI chip effort is a clear early sign that, at least in China, a significant alternative ecosystem is emerging. This ecosystem is built for compatibility, but realized with indigenous hardware, backed by government policy and big customers. First mover advantage gave Nvidia the crown, but the challenge is coming not from newer designs, but from geopolitical and economic realities shaping the AI silicon landscape. This is just the start, and it's a story to watch closely. Friends, thanks for watching this video so far. And if you are not yet subscribed, can you please subscribe and help grow this retail investor community that we are trying to build up here? I'll keep tracking these developments for us so that we can stay updated. And I also request our viewer community, retail investor community here, to chip in their knowledge about what is happening in this area. Put them in the comment section for the benefit of not only me, but the entire ShackTrack retail investor community. Friends, that brings me to an end of this video now. I'll catch up with you again in the next one. Bye for now.